co-host alongside Christina Edmondson, launched our 5th season with a series titled We Gonna Learn Today, which focused on education in various sectors of society, including the church. When we decided to produce an episode about discipleship, Yolanda was the first person who came to mind for us. Yolanda joined us at the table for the We Gonna Learn Today, What is Discipleship episode. She blew us away with her candor, wisdom, and knowledge. Our audience of Black women clamored for more of Yolanda's teaching after hearing her on the show, so we invited her to teach the women in our Black Women's Facebook discipleship group for 3 weeks. It goes without saying, but as you can imagine, 3 weeks was not enough to satiate the desire to learn more about being a disciple of Jesus. Still, we were so grateful for her offering to us and our discipleship group. It's no secret that there is a dearth of discipleship resources written by Black women, which makes this book critically important. Her vantage point as a Black woman who has been discipling people from all walks of life for over 10 years makes her uniquely positioned to write a book on discipleship that seamlessly marries the theological with the practical. Yolanda demystifies discipleship through her exegesis of scripture and culture, which empowers the listener to disciple others or seek out someone to disciple them. For years, Yolanda has been reconstructing villages that will raise disciples of Christ who love Jesus, justice, and mercy, who walk humbly with our thrice holy God. In Discipleship as Holy Collaboration, Yolanda has gifted the church with a clear instruction manual on how to wield the sword of the Spirit with grace and truth in order to do the kingdom work of making disciples. May we all join Yolanda and partner with God in this divine village reconstruction project, which the American church so desperately needs. 1. My discipleship journey. In 1999, I spent the spring semester of my junior year of college interning for a TV and film production company and in the post-production office of a TV show that rhymes with Schmossens Schmeek. I was so hyped to go to Los Angeles and escape the bootleg Ithaca, New York spring and be back in a real city like Brooklyn where I could get my party on for real. My mind danced with thoughts of seasoned food, good weed, and dope parties in real clubs. Shout out to club semesters in Ithaca for holding me down, but you weren't enough. I was living in Los Angeles for the semester and had big dreams and aspirations, y'all. I was making $75 a week, going to industry parties, and after meeting Nice and Smooth at the 1999 Soul Train Music Awards, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was on track to graduate a semester early with a television and radio production degree, and my goals were to network with enough industry bigwigs to secure a job after graduation. God changed my plans. A family friend who grew up in the same Brooklyn Baptist church that I did lived and worked in Los Angeles, and I reached out to her as soon as I arrived with hopes that she could connect me with her industry friends. She was a successful film and television actress, so I wasn't sure if she would reach back, but she did, and not in the way that I'd hoped. She reintroduced me to Jesus and saved my life. Ariane discipled me without me even knowing it. It started with her offering me rides to get groceries. I didn't have a car, and I can't think of anything more Christ-like than voluntarily driving through LA traffic. The rides turned into lunches, and the lunches turned into her letting me tag along to industry events where I did my fair share of schmoozing. She was obviously very busy, but made time for me. She introduced me to her industry friends, and, if I asked, offered up advice about moving through the television and film industry as a young Black woman. She told me that even though there was fierce competition for acting roles written for Black women, she prayed about the jobs that she would take and trusted God to direct her path. But most importantly, for that entire semester, I watched her sneakily model a Christ-like life in front of me. Much of discipleship is caught, not taught, and I was watching. That spring, somehow, I got tickets to the Soul Train Music Awards. Lauryn Hill took home 4 awards, and as we left the Shrine Auditorium, the day seemed like it couldn't get any better. But then it did. When I walked into the House of Blues after party and realized I was in the same room as Busta Rhymes and Whitney Houston, I nearly lost my mind. I set up shop at the open bar and commenced to drinking. Ariane kept an eye on my underage ratchetry with no judgment. She just hit me.